Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. Oh, hey everybody! It's good to see you all again. This one is gonna be so amazing. I'm here with a singer, songwriter, and producer, Amrit, and I know I'm saying it wrong, but I'm just gonna move on, keep going with everything. Say hey to the world.
Hi, how are you? You okay?
Yep, everyone's doing all right over here. It's so good to meet you, and I'm so honored to get to do this.
No, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate
No problem. So glad you responded to my little message. I love those little messages I send. They're so nice.
that.
So heartwarming. Anyway, I don't want to cause any delay, so let's go on. So I want to kind of start off with getting to know you as an artist because a lot of people that watch my show doesn't know you. So
hmm
I want to kind of start off at the very beginning of your music career. So how did your music career begin?
I think it kind of evolved slowly from school. Um, I took a keen interest in the musical kind of studies, mostly the kind of practical lessons where you get to kind of play with all the instruments. And from there, it kind of progressed into learning, just picking up little piano parts, and then picking up a guitar, learning a guitar, and then kind of listening to a lot of rock music back in the days. And then I wanted to kind of make my own material. And I formed like a little small band with me and my friend and a drummer. I did my first song as a GCSE kind of, exam piece. And then from there, it kind of just spiraled into what I am today, And I kind of just gathered a lot of contacts and exposed myself to a lot of musical kind of background and then environments and atmospheres.
Ah, very interesting start. Very interesting. And did you know by the way that you were going to be a musician, or like how did that exactly go? Like, were you surprised that you became one? Did you like already know you were going to be one?
I always wanted to, be a musician and a singer. However, it wasn't something that obviously I always thought would be possible, um, just because of the type of music I like and I sing. I don't know if you've seen my appearance. Obviously, that doesn't have any effect on today's day and age, but I wear a turban and a beard, and most people would kind of think I would be singing traditional kind of Punjabi music uh, soundtracks or sing songs, things like that. But I'm more of I gravitated more towards Western singing and Western background music. However, I did start to fuse the two, so I have a bit of Indian classical background as well, and I fused that with my Western electric guitar, pianos, and kind of um, Western sound. So it was it's quite a nice journey. I'm still on that journey now, but yeah, it's quite a fun one, I'd say.
Yeah, most definitely 100% hearing all this. It must have been a really crazy one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't always know what I was doing, and I don't think anybody does all the time. But I was just going with the flow and kind of, capitalizing on each moment as I had it.
Oh, got you, got you. And just to follow up on you as an artist, I recently saw your new track, Far Away. Can you tell us about that? Your new track, Far Away?
Yeah, sure. I think I was quite inspired to kind of release and produce that song during a time of um, uh, you know we were obviously going through a massive pandemic, and the whole world went through a phase of isolation and not being able to see people. And with that also there was the world's largest protest. I don't know if you were aware of it, but not many people were, and it wasn't really publicized or broadcasted too much on media, as they don't always do, broadcast what they want to broadcast. But it was registered as the largest protest in the world, and it was a farmers' protest that's going on in India. So um, I was quite inspired to kind of touch base and write and a song that was kind of encompassing the feeling that everybody was having with regards to isolation during the pandemic, and also um, the farmers' protest, which was giving not the farmers not having their rights, and more so, it was more of an eye opener for everyone uh, who's like living in the West and doesn't really live in that area anymore, to kind of touch base with their roots as well, or to realize why they should kind of be getting involved and how it affects everybody, and how all of our ancestors have kind of done their share of hard work for us to be where we are today. And more so now, it's a big impact on a lot of people who are losing their loved ones, like their grandfathers, their mothers, their fathers. So it was a really sensitive time for everybody, and a real thought-provoking time. And I wanted to kind of translate that feeling, but into more of an upbeat type track, in a way where it get you up and make you feel you want to do something positive, rather than in a very negative kind of solace way.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That's amazing. That's amazing that you were very empowerment in the track and also made an upbeat song. You know, that's a good mix. I love those kind of motivating and empowerment, excuse me, kind of tracks. But also, you also, I guess, in my kind of language, make it catchy and upbeat,
Yeah.
and that draws traffic to the song. So that's a bonus that you made it
Hmm.
upbeat. That's a bonus, but also very empowering and based on the pandemic. That's really powerful of how you did that.
Yeah, I was trying my best to kind of keep it positive and create a movement for people to kind of follow in a positive way.
And that's amazing. I gotta applaud you on that. That's really amazing. I listened to it about a week, 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, this is good. Like this is like real talent. I mean, and
Thank you.
and I could really tell that you put a lot of heart into the song and you put a
Hmm.
lot of, positivity into the song. And you also made the song catchy, so that's a again bonus. So I gotta say, I didn't listen to any of your tracks. That I apologize. I've been so busy with work lately, but honestly, that has to be like one of your best songs ever. So far, that
Oh,
is.
thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Shows I'm obviously moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll go there then.
Yeah.
And and just to go along with your new song, what would you really describe your music as? What would you describe it as?
My general overall music.
Mm-hmm. Like, how would you describe your music as?
Um, I'd like to say soulful. I'd like to say that because uh, yeah, I'd like to say soulful. Only reason is because um, it's based upon all of my tracks, and mostly all based upon deep rooted emotion, or or a deeper meaning to the songs. All of my songs, they do have quite a double meaning. If you look at all of my songs and the lyrics and things like that, they can be taken in the way that I've obviously um, intended for them to be, but then they also have a commercial element to them as well.
Oh, all right, all right. I see where we're going with that one. And just a bonus with that one. Do you ever just stick to one genre when it comes to your music, or do you kind of experiment and do different kind of genres?
No, I mean, I think I do experiment and I go a little bit outside the box. I've done a lot of acoustic covers. I've done some piano. I've done, well, not covers. I've done some acoustic songs. I've done some piano only songs. I've done some general pop songs. This was more like electric dance. This type of track that you saw. It was like kind of like a yeah, more of an electric fusion type song. Um, and yeah, I've done a rock song as well, but I haven't released it. Um, and I recorded that back in 2015, and I'm just sitting on that, and it's a very traditional rock song, which I will release one day, but not just yet. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, you could say I do kind of flutter around different genres, but mostly pop.
Ah, okay, okay. I like that you're mainly pop, and well, not really mainly pop, but I like that you're around the pop genre. And you know that rap song, I can already tell that soon it's gonna be out there. And to be honest, if you really do need more inspiration from it, you can honestly ask me because I come from a rap community. I come from, well, not really come from, but I have lots of rappers and a lot of
Hmm.
experience in that genre. So, I could always throw around some ideas, and
Well,
I do want to one day see it.
definitely, and actually, now that you say it, I actually did write, compose, produce, and do a rap song, but I haven't released that, and I never did. And I think the only reason I didn't release it was because I I did the rapping, and it was okay, but it just wasn't in me to do it, and I didn't feel like I could do the song justice. So I wrote and composed that song in 2018, 19, and I've still been sitting on that, and I've just been waiting for a good rapper or someone who I click with to kind of work on with that. And there's a singing chorus and there's a rapping verses, so that's really interesting, and I'm waiting for
Oh,
that person.
okay, okay. Well, that is a long time to be sitting on a song like that. And
Yeah,
I do want to see that song out. So after this, because we're not gonna do it now, but I would like to help you start getting back to that because
yeah.
I actually know a couple of good rappers out there that
Hmm.
could help bring the track to life. In addition to that track, is there any others that are hidden away in a vault somewhere? Is there any others hidden away?
Yeah, there's one more, and I probably will be releasing that one soon. And that's a very kind of acousticy piano cinematic song.
Mm.
You could almost kind of say it's written for a movie. Very cinematic kind of song. So yeah, I'd like to kind of release that one soon, and I think that's my heart's at with that track at the moment in order in terms of um, finishing and releasing. So definitely, and I'm very interested now that you said with the rapping track that we can you know get that kind of finalized because everything is done and it's such a good song and it was very cinematic as well actually now that I think about it. I do tend to kind of make those type of tracks and I um, almost like Hans Zimmer type style in terms of orchestra and cinematic style, where it's kind of aimed towards movies. I've always been into that type of style, and that's kind of been something that always comes naturally to me, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I hear that a lot from actually rappers myself and actually others. So I get where you're going with that. And I do want to see those songs actually come up, and I have an idea, and I said this. Why don't you do like a whole album or EP of all the songs that you didn't release or you wish you did, and you put them all
Hmm.
in like one huge project, like an EP or an album, however you do yours. And so
Hmm.
everybody gets a win-win because you get to release the songs that you wanted to release, and your fans get to finally see those songs that were hidden away. Because for me, if you wrote the song, I think you said 2015, 2018, that was years ago. Like I don't believe an
Hmm.
artist should still have those songs like hidden away. Those songs should be out there for your fans and for everybody else to listen to. Because I really don't think it's a good idea to just keep those away and then they're just sitting there doing nothing. Like those
Yeah, yeah,
songs could be a hit. Those songs could be really something. You're just hiding them away and they're doing nothing. Like they're absolutely doing nothing. They're just sitting there just waiting to get released. So I do want to see those in action. And if I've known that you were looking for that, I would have called you in. I would have been inviting you to these different groups and getting you a rapper in 2 days max then.
okay. Well, was something we can now do, right?
Yes, yes. After this, I will be. I do want to take some time to just kind of talk about that, but not now because we're doing this, but after.
Of course.
But after. So everybody, back to this. Back to this. Golly, my my mind's out of sorts right now. So where do you get your inspiration for your music from? Where do you get inspiration for your music from?
Um, Mainly life experiences. I could be literally, walking down the road, or something happens. I see something, and a thought comes into my head. Sometimes I'm sleeping, or sometimes in my dream. Um, Sometimes I'm just ready to go to sleep, and a beat pops in my head, or like a verse, or a hook kind of just pops into my head, and I have to just quickly get up, go to the studio, because it's next door to my room. I got a home studio, and just kind of record it and just get it out, you know. So sometimes it's just from inside, and it doesn't go until I put it down on paper, or I put it down on a DAW, on my workstation. Um, yeah, it's really sporadic sometimes.
Oh, okay, okay. And I also like that you get inspiration from all around. I mean, pretty much everywhere. I mean, from dreams to seeing something. I like the you get inspiration from pretty much anywhere because I've heard so much. They get artists get inspiration from other artists, but I really love that you get your inspiration from surroundings and things around you. You know,
Yeah.
that really is so fascinating. I mean, and that's a great source of inspiration as well. I mean, I've heard the old for rappers, Eminem, and for singers, those female singers out there and male singers. I've heard a lot of them, almost all of them, but it's very rare that I get to hear that within your environment you find inspiration. Very rare that I do. So just getting to see that you get your song inspirations from around your environment, around and just seeing things is just mind blowing to me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just there's so much to be inspired about when you're in the world, and you kind of just pay attention to everything that's going around, and everything that's going on at the moment. It's hard not to be inspired, and when you really pay attention to it.
Oh yeah, and sometimes that's how I do it because I'm also a songwriter. So basically, your method's sort of like mine sometimes. So that's how I could definitely relate to that.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Golly. Now I'm saying that's not good. That's not good. That's another pet peeve. I have. I'm sorry. We can all laugh about this later. This is gonna be the thing we're gonna laugh about later. But where would you exactly be right now if you were not a musician? Where would you be?
Um, I don't know. I'd probably still be doing what I do on the side. Um, I'm a martial arts instructor, so I've been teaching karate since the age of 16. I've been doing it since I was 3 years old. And I run multiple businesses on the side as well. So I'd probably just only be doing that. But yeah, music is one of the biggest gifts in terms of um, release for me. You know, if I didn't have music, I don't think I'd be the person I am today.
Uh, okay, okay, I see. I see. And I don't peg you as a karate guy, so definitely music fits you best. I don't envision you as that.
Yeah,
I don't envision you doing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like when I saw a
Have you
picture,
have you seen my Instagram?
um, I didn't get a chance to click on Instagram because I've been so busy. But in an email, I saw a picture of you, and I'm like, and I'm thinking about the picture I saw. I'm on my phone right now, and I'm looking, and I'm kind of seeing you don't look like a karate sort of person. That that doesn't really look
Well, if you
like
see
you.
my Instagram, then you'll see a lot of karate on there too.
Oh my God, why would you put karate on your Instagram? Just why?
It's a part of who I am. I've been doing it since I was like 3 years old, you know. Um, and I'm in quite a high kind of ranking position in the UK, and I'm responsible for like thousands of students. So it's just a part of who I am. I can't like neglect it, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're going down. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still laughing. I should stop. I'm sorry. That's my fault. My bad.
That's all right.
I have a habit of doing that. My last guest I had, she does tap dancing for inspiration, so I was laughing at that too. So I've got to stop. I've got to stop.
Well, it's a good dichotomy, you know. You gotta learn how to defend yourself and have some discipline in your life. I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't for karate, I wouldn't have the discipline to be able to continue to do music the way I have been, and not give up. It's it's quite a good activity to do to build character, and develop some life skills that will help you out wherever you go, whatever you do. Definitely with music, it's helped me not give up and not give in to obviously things not always working out the way you want them to,
Oh
and you
yeah.
just keep hitting at it, keep hitting, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Uh, you know.
Oh yeah. I can see where karate comes into play, and this is good too because even if you were to go in that pathway, you still be as successful as you are like right now. So both of those pathways are equally successful. So no matter where you would go, you
Hmm.
still be very successful. That's a good thing.
Hmm. Definitely. All with God's blessings, though.
Yeah, that's 700%.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and now I'm doing that again. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's better. So, this is an opinion question, but do you have any dream collaborations that you wish would happen? Uh,
Um, I'd like to collaborate with Sia or The Weekend.
ooh.
You know.
Okay, okay, I see. The weekend is a big one. The weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good one. I can envision you guys on a track together.
Got good beats, he does.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
exciting.
would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I would love to see that one day. Imagine that. Imagine that happening. I would love it.
That would be pretty epic.
Perfect. Now I know
Hmm.
earlier, sorry if I interrupted you. Um, sorry. That's
That's all right.
uh, that's a pet peeve too. I'm sorry. Did you want to finish?
No, no, no. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, just making sure. I apologize. That's another pet peeve I have. That is my bad. But I was gonna say, for me, earlier you said you play a lot of instruments. Do you have a favorite of any of those you said earlier?
I don't really have a favorite. I like playing all of them. I think they all have a place for a time for me, or when I'm, feeling a certain way. They all kind of have their own, you know, space and time. Piano, guitar, um, the dilruba, which is an Indian classical instrument, which is like a stringed instrument mixed with a guitar and a string. Um, yeah, they all kind of. I like them all. I don't have a favorite one. Can't say I have a favorite.
Got you. Oh, okay. Now I'm looking at your Instagram. Oh God. You still don't look like a karate guy to me. This
Well, click on
doesn't.
the video, then you can see it, right?
Okay, okay. I will definitely look into that later. I will definitely look into that because I've got to see that, and then I'll be able to get some clear answers then.
Hmm.
But let's get back to into this. So I want to get back to your music. Um, so how do you exactly write your songs? What's your method and process of writing, your music?
Um, I know I usually start with a hook, not all the time, but sometimes, most of the time, it starts from the hook. Either I'll get a chorus that keeps going in my head, then I'll lay that down, then I'll start working on the verses. Sometimes it actually starts off with the verse, um, with almost like sometimes a question and an answer that I have in my head, or sometimes it just works with the beat. So it's different every single time, and I don't really have a structure to how it's created. Sometimes it starts all, it's very sporadic, and that's why I like music, because my life is very structured, uh, and music for me is not. It's not structured, kind of. Um, uh, it's yeah. It's not a. I was always brought up with a kind of military type background, type of discipline. Everything's on dot, everything's on time, clockwork, time frame, things like that. And the music, it gives me a chance to step out of that and go into a world where anything can be the way I want it to be, and it's created how I want it to be created. And almost sometimes um, I listen to it and it tells me what to do and what to say and where to go from here. You know, so that's what I love about it.
Wow, that's amazing, and it's so unique and original how you go about writing your music. That's probably why your music is so good because your whole take on writing yours and your music is so original. That's why I can see why a lot of people would love though.
Say that again, sorry.
Another pet peeve. Everybody, by the way, out there, I'm saying a lot of pet peeves so you guys will know later. I was saying a compliment on your songwriting. That's what I was saying. So you didn't really miss much.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thanks.
No problem. No problem. No worries here. And I'm sorry if I do. That's
That's all
another
right.
pet peeve I have. My bad. But I'm gonna let that slide, and I'm gonna get back to this. So do you mainly sing or do you mainly produce? Like, what's your most comfortable stage? That's what I was trying to say.
Um, I do both. I I sing and produce my songs. So yeah, it's 50-50.
Oh, it's 50-50. But if you can only choose one, what would you do?
I don't think I don't think I would. I don't think I would choose one. I think they go hand in hand for me. It's just like um, the ultimate pleasure for me, you know. But if I had to, ultimately, I think I'd probably choose singing. I'd say, but you know, I wouldn't be happy about it because it's part of my my. It's part of why I love music. It's the making and the singing.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I
It's
like
like
it.
saying it's like saying what do you like more, cooking or eating? And some people would say, you know, I don't like other people's cooking, or you know, I like to know what I'm eating, and I like cooking and eating at the same time. I couldn't see myself not doing that, you know. It's a bit like that, I suppose.
Oh yeah. I see where you're going with that one. I s- I see. Cool. Golly. I'm losing my train of thought, so I've gotta move because I don't want to do that, and I'm doing it again. So,
It's all right.
what would you say to newcomers out there who are just starting out? What would you say to them?
Um, I'd say expose yourself to as much as you can, because that's true wealth, you know. When you expose yourself to as much as you can and you gain experience from it, that's the best thing you can do. And to focus on that rather than trying to get material, because the material will come, but only once there's somewhere for it to come from. And that comes from exposure to music, absorbing it, putting yourself in places where you hear, see different things. Um, and then, you know, everything would naturally start to develop and grow.
Well said. Well said. Now, did I happen to miss anything, or did I cover? Because I don't want to have to make this any bad, anything. Yeah, did I
No,
cover?
I think yeah, I think you did a good job. Everything's covered. Yeah.
Okay. Because I just wanted to make sure I don't want to make anything. Oh, okay. This indexes. I cannot wait for your performance later. Can you tease the fans of what they're going to be expecting for your showcase?
I was thinking maybe I might do a cover, actually, you know, maybe I might do a cover, and it might be something like you said, you know, do I normally go outside the box? Let me try to go outside the box a little bit.
Oh, so excited! I'm so excited. So fun.
Cool. I'll keep brainstorming on something.
Oh, Flea. Sweet. If there was one genre that you like the most, is it pop or rap, or you're kind of like everywhere with genres?
Hmm. I like I like I like a bit of rock. You know, like I am a bit everywhere though. I do appreciate all type of music, but my base, my foundation was rock, not hardcore rock, not heavy rock, but almost like country rock, indie rock type that type of rock. You know, like Rascal Flatts, Three Doors Down, um, uh, somewhere around that region. You know, Limp
Mm-hmm.
Bizkit, things like that.
Got you. Okay, I just wanted to get that off my chest because that was another one. And I want to also say this one. How did the pandemic affect your music?
Um, it didn't really affect my music, but it just allowed me to kind of be be in a space where I could just kind of take a not a break, but take sometimes you need to go away and just uh, like I said, put yourself in a different atmosphere or a different mood or a different vibe and expose yourself to new things. And it was hard to do that, obviously, with the pandemic, right? Because you can't go out and you can't do things. So it just forced me to kind of listen to more things on the internet that I wouldn't normally listen to or search for things. So I think probably in that way, I'd say I wasn't able to go out and listen to things live and experience things and, meet people. I think how that's the main thing that obviously everybody suffered with. But yeah, I think obviously just being online more, I think, in terms of listening to music.
Oh, okay. So has there been much trouble for you for in the pandemic? So nothing really much happened to you music-wise, it hasn't.
Not so much. Obviously, there's no singing and, you know, doing things like that, but still in the studio, still kind of recording, still kind of working on tracks. But like I said, not being able to go out and see people and, go to performances and things like that.
Oh, okay, so not so much then. Okay. That's so surprising though. Some people they had to cut things out or had to cancel projects, but it's nice that it didn't affect so much.
No, no, I didn't. Not so much for me.
Ah, okay. Okay. That's good then. That's good.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel quite blessed that, I was able to continue to do what I love.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm applauding you on that again. And this is another opinion question. What would you
Hmm.
say would be your favorite track that you made?
Mm, track, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably at the moment, maybe Killing Me Aside acoustic piano version. You can listen to that on YouTube or Spotify.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay. And how I also heard earlier that you did you have your own home studio. How did that start?
Um, I used to go to loads and loads of different studios um, and obviously pay for it. And, most of the time, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from production, from who I was working with in the studio. And then I just kind of picked so much up in terms of like skills and ideas. And then I was the one kind of saying to them, okay, cut it here, do this, do that. Let me put keys here. Can we get another sound? Can we get that? So literally, it was just me telling them what to do. Um, and I was just paying for the studio and the time. And I was just thinking it's getting expensive now. So why don't I just build my own studio and do everything myself? Because I was pretty much always, starting to tell them exactly how I wanted it because I was hearing things in my head and I wanted it to be a certain way. And then obviously when you're telling somebody how you want it to be and you can't always get that sound or that rhythm or you can't translate it to them as best you can, and it's costing you time every time you do that, and it's you're thinking, oh, if I was doing it myself, I wouldn't be paying for that time. I could spend 2 days on trying to get a sound and not feel bad about it. And I don't need to rush. I could be patient with it. So I just took a leap of faith and I thought, I'm just going to invest in my own studio, and I did it and I haven't looked back.
Mm. That's been a lot for you. I want one too. I wish I wish I could have known what you did. I do want one here. I just can't afford one.
Mm,
Yeah.
it is difficult,
Yeah.
but slowly, bit by bit, you just start off with the mic, and start off with this, and start off with that, and then that's what I did. I just did it slowly, bit by bit.
Oh yeah. Hmm. And is it more comfortable in your home to do recording, or did you in the studio, or like whatever?
I think in the studio, I did prefer doing recordings there only because um, the, I don't have as much experience in recording live as a technician would, you know? So there is obviously always that added benefit. The rooms had like, hundreds of thousands of pounds spent on soundproofing. Um, and, the size and the shape of the room had been taken into consideration, whereas obviously I don't have a choice for the size and shape of my room, but um, soundproofing I've done as much as I can, just small techniques, because, every head must bow. No matter how much you think you've learned, there's always more to learn. So obviously being in that environment where people do this for a living um, was always a good feeling, and it did take the pressure off. So when I'm in the studio, I feel less pressure, um, in an odd way, because I know all those things are being taken care of. But when I'm doing it myself, I have to make sure, is it right? Does it sound right? Is the mic too far away? Is it, do you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously there's the pros and cons with it, but obviously I can take my time with it. So that's the pro, you know?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I guess in your kind of world, it's a lot. That's a lot, but I'm glad that you have your preference because overall you're still making good music. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was the outcome of your far away track? Like, how much success did it really get?
Well, it's doing good so far. I mean, I'm very, very happy about that. It was on the BBC Radio in UK, and currently now it's just hitting on Spotify over 9,000 streams, and it's still going up. It was 8,000 streams yesterday, so slowly, it's building up. And what's YouTube? YouTube is, I'm not sure how many views on YouTube it's got. It's had about 11,000 views on YouTube, so slowly it's doing well. So I'm feeling quite happy about it.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of streams. Wow, that's even more than how much money I have. It's, it's a lot. And I just wanted to also just say another huge thank you for taking our time out to do this. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
Really thank you very much for having me. I really do appreciate that as well. And I hope everyone is safe and well. Whoever's listening, everyone who's listening, I hope you're all safe and well and your family's doing okay. And I hope your family's doing well and okay. And it's been a pleasure being here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And I do want to close things out on a good note. So, um, you have this time as uncredits. I'm quoting uncredits. This is the time I give guests to say any thank yous. Any last words they like to give to their fans? Any advice that you, any lasting advice you would like to give? Um, you may go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's listening to this. Thank you for all of my fans. Thank you for everyone who supported me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be in this interview with you. And stay happy. Keep grinding in life and never stop, never look back. Keep moving forward.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
True words, true words. Gonna say it better myself. And you guys out there, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Such a great interview. I'm sorry for the ums and the cutting out and anything else. There's a disclaimer in the beginning of this, just to let everybody know what's going on. Besides that, I hope you all had a great time listening, and I hope you all Have a great rest of y'all's day or night, wherever you guys are. And stay tuned for more to come. And I hope you guys are enjoying season 2. I hope you guys are loving it. I am. So on to end of the good note, I wish you all a farewell. Have a great one, everybody. See you guys on the next episode. Bye bye.